to use for things like higher education, home ownership, starting a business, things of that nature. But its proper name is the American Opportunity Account. They'd be topped off with $2,000 per year depending on a family's income, and then they'd be federally insured and managed by the U.S. Department of Treasury. This is being brought on by Senator Cory Booker and Democratic Representative Presley from Massachusetts. And what it would do is for a family of four with less than $25,000 in income, it would actually reach $46,000 by the time the child is 18, which is pretty incredible. But for a family of four with a $125,000 in income, a child turning 18 would only see $1,600. So obviously no payments would go into that. So it really depends on where you fall economically, how much would go into this and be contributed to it annually. Sounds like a huge new bureaucracy. It sounds, how are we going to afford this?
Right, we're like $31.5 trillion in debt, something like that.
Yeah, and we have a balanced budget yet for this year. It's going to be a problem. So what they intend to do, what they say they're going to do, is tax estates and heirs. So they say that these changes would be fully paid for by raising inheritance and estate taxes, and that the cost would be more than offset by this legislation. So that's what they say. Will that actually happen? It's hard to say. But what's interesting is that at a state level, this is much more of a bipartisan issue than at a federal level. You have a lot of states that have passed legislation. You have California, Connecticut, Washington, D.C. that have a similar thing, but there's 8 other states that have introduced similar stuff. You have Iowa, New Jersey, New York, Wisconsin, Washington, Delaware, Nevada, Massachusetts. So red and blue, a little purple in there. And what they like at a state level about this is that it requires residency in a lot of situations. So that may encourage these young people to stay, join the workforce, buy homes, start families, start businesses, all within the state, which is why it's interesting on a state level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense to try to get people to stay and invest in their communities. But I guess depending on how you look at it, this is either a way to kind of narrow the wealth gap or a redistribution.
Well, that's right. I think there's 2 ways to read that. Aaron, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. 8:20 is the time. We got to check on traffic right now. Here's Roy Lamella.
This report sponsored by Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Things have cleared out really nicely on westbound Indy. As we take a look at the drive time, only a 9-minute drive from Roseville to the split. And westbound Cap City Freeway from the split to downtown. Just a little slow at the start of the split of Alameda Avenue. After that, looks really nicely and moving out the limit down towards 50. Altogether, 11 minutes for the split to downtown. Northbound 5 been looking good for most of the morning between Elk Grove and downtown. 12 minutes. Also slowly improving northbound 99 Elk Grove to downtown. Just a little crowded before Florida Road. It continues just to about Fruit Ridge Road. And then once you get past that, no delays up towards 50. Westbound 54 from downtown, 25 minutes. Also improving. We had some heavy traffic between Juan Avenue and Howe, but it looks like that's starting to light up just a little bit. Just moving a little below the limit through that stretch all the way out to Stockton Boulevard. Then again from Highway 99 to 16th Street. Southbound 5 Woodland to downtown. Stop and go right now from the merge with 99 North all the way down towards Arena Boulevard. After that, just a couple of patches of traffic moving below the limit right near Garden Highway. And as you get closer to, looks like J Street. Coming in from the Davis area, eastbound 80, right now looking at a 15-minute drive between Davis and downtown. If you're looking for an SUV that is safe and luxurious, check out the large selection of Mercedes GLB, GLC, and GLC models at Mercedes-Benz in Stockton. Family owned and delivering excellent customer care for over 30 years, right on I-5 at 8 Mile Road or mbstockton.com. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. Roy Lamella, KBK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
This portion of the KCK Morning News brought to you by Northwest Exteriors.
A cloudy start to the day will give way to showers this afternoon and into tonight with a high temperature of 50 to 54, lows 38 to 42, and then we still could see some showers tomorrow as well, highs 47 to 51. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Jeff Nordine on KFBK, Sacramento News Radio.
Currently outside, we have 37 degrees in Sacramento.
Time for some business news, and for that we have the Cap Trust, where we find Mr. Kelly Brothers. What's on your mind, sir?
Well, Wells Fargo laying off a bunch of folks, mortgage bankers. Some of them just came back from their High Achiever Conference, internal sales conference in Palm Springs, only to get a pink slip. But they are, obviously, mortgages have been greatly impacted over the past year. Also, one analyst I was reading quoted Lenin when talking about AI, about artificial intelligence, especially coming off of NVIDIA's conference call yesterday, their earnings call where they are all in on AI, artificial intelligence, obviously. But that Lennon quote is, there are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen. And the feeling is AI is moving very, very quickly, more quickly than anyone really wants to admit. But, one possible extrapolation of all that, call centers as we know them, likely gone within 2 to 3 years. That will all be done by artificial intelligence with a voice that you'll be questioning, is this human or not? That's how quickly it's moving. Let's check the real-time numbers this morning as we've turned slightly red. Dow down 85, 32,959. NASDAQ down 22. The S&P down 4 points. Gold off by 14. Oil is up nearly 2%. 10-year bond yield 3.90.
As union movements take out some of the national chains around the country, we've reported it at Chipotle and Starbucks, union membership is declining when it comes to teachers. The California Teachers Association is down 35,000 members from its 2018 high and expects to lose another 4,000 this year. Some of the losses can be explained by COVID burnout, but the union's membership losses are going beyond staffing declines. Rebecca Friedrich says unions strain in the mission of representing teachers. She was interviewed by the California Impact podcast. When I was still teaching, I actually stepped up and served as a teacher union representative. I served as the secretary in my local union for 3 years, and I would go to state level meetings. And I remember sitting around the table with the teachers in my school district who were union leaders. They were all wonderful people. They wanted to do what was right for the children. And so we would talk about the problems we were having, like discipline problems growing, and the sexualized agenda, and all these things. And where is this coming from? And so then I started going to these state level meetings, and I found out that this is coming from these state level and national level unions. Friedrich is one of 9 California teachers who successfully sued for teachers to be able to opt out of the union. However, the CPA is one of, if not the most powerful protected union in California. Even with the current membership levels, they will earn more than $214 million in membership dues.
So the CTA still's got a ton of juice in this state, no question. But down 35,000 from 2018, another $4,000 this year. They're heading in the wrong direction at a pretty rapid another $4,000 this year.
Right.
They're heading in the wrong direction at a pretty rapid clip.
Right. So, I mean,
And there's a reason that people are leaving in those numbers.
and money is juice. Money is political juice.
In California, it is. But are we seeing the beginning of a trend, of a tide that's started?
Perhaps. I mean, we're closing schools. We're losing students.
We had the story yesterday. 55 public schools in Illinois. 55. None of the students in 55 schools can read or can do proficiently at their grade level.
Well, hold on. I've lost track of 150,000.
Here. They don't know what they're doing. Public school system in California has no clue. There's something going on here. You really can't put our finger on it. It's undeniable.
Right. There's some cross currents.
Coming up here in the next half hour, let's see, what do we got going on here? Oh, we're going to talk a little bit about people who are leaving California.
Right.
And we're going to get the story of one particular family who decided to pick up and go, move to Florida, tell us the individual story, and why they said it was so difficult for them to make that
Yeah, it
decision.
wasn't an easy decision to leave.
Now that we live in Sacramento,
Welcome to KFBK News Radio.
Sacramento is such a highly desirable place for people all over the country to move.
We're Sacramento's first source for breaking news, local news, traffic, and weather. KFBK News Radio.
If you own a small business, boy, do you know the value of time. And GetRefunds.com does as well. That's why they've made it easy, no matter how busy you are, to apply for the Employee Retention Credit, or ERC. Hi, friends, it's Sam.
It's Christina. Go to GetRefunds.com to get started, and in less than 8 minutes, see if your business qualifies for ERC assistance.
This is the cool part. Your business may actually be eligible for a payroll tax refund. of up to $26,000 for every employee kept on the payroll during COVID-19.
GetRefunds.com has already helped clients claim over $3 billion in payroll tax refunds through the ERC, and they may be able to help your business too.
We think you'll like this. No charge up front either. They don't get paid until your business gets its refund.
Many businesses believe they won't qualify based off incomplete or outdated information. So don't let this opportunity pass you by, because this payroll tax refund is only available for a limited time.
So go to GetRefunds.com.
That's GetRefunds.com.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599 or at ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Do you have over $10,000 in credit card debt? The stress from excessive credit card debt can ruin your life. Collection calls, sleepless nights. If you're feeling the financial impact with unprecedented economic challenges, DebtBlue is here for you. DebtBlue uses secret programs that most credit card companies won't tell you about. They'll help you consolidate or settle your debts for a fraction of what you owe. With DebtBlue's Success Guarantee, you pay nothing unless your debt is reduced or completely resolved. There's no risk. The more you owe, the more DebtBlue can save you. See how easy it is to get started with free information. Let DebtBlue show you how 10 minutes could save you thousands. Call now. 800-375-1158. That's 800-375-1158.
I'm just living sky high right now. I'm very thankful for it, and the team at DebtBlue are phenomenal. They're able to work with you. They're great.
Call for your free debt resolution information now. 800-375-1158. 800-375-1158.
Your latest news, traffic, and weather.
KFBK, Sacramento News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
Bottom of the hour, 8:30 is time. Good morning, I'm Sam Shane.
I'm Christina Mendoza. Some slick conditions will be here for a few days.
For this morning, Tesla moving back to California with new headquarters, showing a thaw in the chilly relationship between Elon Musk and Governor Newsom.
And a new preliminary report on the cause of the Palestine-Ohio train derailment. Let's get outside and check traffic now with Roy Lamella.
This report sponsored by the Sacramento Area Sewer District. Right now, getting reports of some debris on the roadway. This is westbound 80 across the top, right before Norwood Avenue. A metal tube in the two left lanes. Cars are swerving around to avoid it and causing a little bit of a delay, backing you up to, looks like Mary's. Right now, things are going to clear it out, and for it to get past that, looks good through the West Sacramento area. The sewer system is probably the last thing in your mind, but at the Sacramento Area Sewer District, it's their first priority. They're the region's largest sewer utility. Sewer problems? Call them first, day or night at 916-875-6730. Learn more at sacsewer.com. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. Roy Lamella, KFBK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
Variably cloudy to start with showers arriving this afternoon into tomorrow for the first half. Highs 50 to 54 today, 47 to 51. In between, we'll see lows 38 to 42. Back to 50 to 54 Saturday with a cloudy sky. I'm AccuWeather's Jeff Nordine on KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.
Currently 19 degrees in Truckee, where snow has been falling in the High Sierra for much of the morning, and currently 40 degrees in Woodland.
Weather alert on KFBK News Radio.
Winter storms expected to hit Sacramento and surrounding counties today. Expect high winds and slick conditions. In Southern California, a blizzard warning has been issued for today in the Ventura County mountains. It's their first blizzard warning since 1989. Daniel Martindale has more on the weather.
It's only the second time in history the National Weather Service has issued a blizzard warning for the Ventura County mountains. The warning will be in effect between 4 a.m. tomorrow and 4 p.m. Saturday. Up to 7 feet of snow and winds of at least 55 miles per hour are in the forecast for the mountains. Mountains. At the lower elevations, 2 to 4 inches of rain are possible tomorrow, and 1 to 6 inches of snow could fall as low as 1,000 feet, meaning snow could come down in places that haven't seen it in many, many years. I'm Daniel Martindale.
There is word this morning in the news that Tesla is planning to move their engineering headquarters back to California. Elon Musk, along with Governor Newsom, made that announcement.
At Tesla, we're looking forward to an exciting partnership with California to do exactly that and transition the world to sustainable energy as quickly as possible.
Tesla's global engineering headquarters currently are in Austin, Texas. They will be moving to Palo Alto. Neither Newsom nor Musk would say if the governor offered incentives to get Tesla to make the move.
This morning, police say a handyman has admitted to fatally shooting a Catholic bishop in his Los Angeles home. The LA Times reports that prosecutor St. Carlos Medina has admitted that he killed Auxiliary Bishop David O'Connell at the clergyman's Hacienda Heights home. Medina faces up to 35 years to life in prison if convicted.
A preliminary report is now out on the train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. New audio at 8 o'clock from Brian Combs.
The investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board say they examined railroad equipment and track conditions to prepare their preliminary report on the train derailment. They also reviewed data from the signal system, surveillance cameras, and the locomotive's event recorder. They came to the conclusion a wheel bearing overheated, triggering the derailment. An alarm warning that with the potential for a fire went off and the train stopped at East Palestine, and first responders were called in. The report says the NTSB's investigation is ongoing and moving forward will focus on the wheel set and bearing, the tank car design, as well as a review of the accident response. Transportation Board also says it'll be doing a review of Norfolk Southern's rail car inspection practices. Brian Combs, News Radio 700 WLW.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg and former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani are also at the site in East Palestine today, meeting with investigators.
Wells Fargo laying off hundreds of mortgage bankers this week. This according to CNBC, and the layoffs included some top producers. Filings surpassed $100 million in loan volumes last year. Some of those bankers were recently flown to Palm Springs to be rewarded at the luxury retreat.
Now for your top global and national stories on KFBK News Radio. We are live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
In South Carolina, Alex Murdaugh taking the stand in his own defense at his double murder trial. The disbarred attorney is accused of killing his wife and son. Murdaugh's attorney, Jim Griffin, asking if he killed his son, Paul.
2021, did you take this gun or any gun like it and shoot your son Paul in the chest in the feed room at your property off Moselle Road?
No, I did not. Murdaugh also became emotional several times while testifying. A preliminary report released today by the NTSB nearly 3 weeks after the toxic train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio, indicates the investigation found a bearing on one of the train cars that may have overheated. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg is visiting the town and meeting with residents today. Tonight, Ukraine will mark 1 year since Russia invaded. More than 8 million refugees have been forced to flee Ukraine since the war began. And the death toll in Turkey and Syria jumping to nearly 50,000 from the earthquake that struck nearly 2 weeks ago. Michelle Franzen.
ABC News, everyone's holiday Comic-Con.
Everybody, it's Chad from the Chad Benson Show. Guys, I want to talk to you about the bedroom.
With us every afternoon on KFBK News Radio.
What's up, everybody? It's Chad from the Chad Benson Show. And guys, I want to talk to you about the bedroom. Not about that, but it's something that, well, we can all be a little self-conscious of. Size. No executives, right? I mean, we don't want to say it, but yes, it kind of does. I want you to be more confident than you've ever been with immediate results in a non-surgical and virtually pain-free procedure where you will see immediate results. I'm talking about my friends at UpsizeMatters.com. I want you to check it out. If you're worried, if you've been self-conscious in the past about that thing that we're talking about, don't be. It's time to feel confident, more confident than you've been in years. And as we all know, the more confident you are there, the more confident you are in other places. Get over to UpsizeMatters.com today to schedule a free consultation. It's not going to cost you anything, and you can talk to Dr. Friedlander and Dr. Pash. Check out UpsizeMatters.com today to find out if it's right for you. UpsizeMatters.com. UpsizeMatters.com. There's no shame in upping your game.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings Sportsbook.
The Kings are in the position to snap the longest playoff drought in professional sports.
They'll begin their stretch run tonight when they welcome the Trailblazers. Both Sac State basketball teams are in action tonight against Montana State. Spring training games will start this weekend with the Giants and A's both in action on Saturday. And the Sharks resume their homestand tonight against the Predators. James Reimer will get the start in net. I'm Misty Jordan.
DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code SPORTS for a special offer when you sign up. That's code SPORTS. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook.